Whew. Busy night last night. Let's see here. I want to get a couple people here first because I got the announcement to make, so I gotta clean up some. Jeez, morning, Jeremy. It tells me there's no one here. See, there's something wrong with YouTube's thing. It tells me no one's here, and then Jared or Tammy, whichever you're choosing to go by on social media, on whichever social media port you're on. 4 people. Okay, so we can do the announcement. Sis is here. So I already talked to my sister about this. YouTube is all screwed up. I don't know, guys. People just don't seem to like my channel anymore. So, the last couple videos were just quick feeds. I know that not everybody on here is into gaming. Anyway, so here's the 2 announcements. If I don't have to, because I've been up all night. I was talking with We Knives in China last night. So we got everything figured out. The knives are done. Production run is done. So they have got back to me, but the problem is, guys, I can't call it the Hornet. And I had a sneaking suspicion this was gonna happen. So I already asked my sister about it. She mentioned a couple that were really good. Taipan would be great, but unfortunately Cold Steel has their Taipan. So I've reached out to a few people and asked, you know, hey, what's up, Matt? You know, hey, what would you name this knife besides the Hornet? So this one sold. This one sold. I thought this looked like a shark's tooth when I got to looking at it, or shark's teeth. Anyway, so you guys know I have this thing where I name my knives after venomous creatures. So I called this one the Hornet. I thought maybe I would use the Japanese word for Hornet, but that's really big. Yeah, then so that's the, I'm thinking there's a couple on that list that I'm thinking, but I wanted to see everybody else's take and get some, just to get, you know, let's open this up. You guys have helped build this channel, so I made the platypus. That's funny. I just said that this morning. By the way, Phil, my birthday present is in my pocket. So in case you guys didn't catch the live feed last night, Phil sent me an Endura in VG1, no, I'm sorry, not VG1, ZDP 189 with, it's exactly what I said I've always wanted out of an Endura. I wanted the ZDP with the British Racing green handles. So that's, it showed up in the mail and didn't even say anything about it. Just sent it to me with a note right here that says, hey Mike, caught your feed the other night, thought you might like this. It's been carried but doesn't get a lot of pocket time anymore. Happy birthday, Phil. So yeah, we like the Komodo, because Komodo dragons, actually, if you guys don't know, Komodo dragons, they went back, they studied them, and it's not just the bacteria that's in their saliva, they actually have venom. So there's the Komodo, boomslang and rockfish were way up there. I liked both of those. But my problem is, I want it to be something that's like 2 syllables, 1 syllable if possible, but I also want it to be condensed, because you can have a big word, it only has 2 syllables. Boomslang, actually, it's like 2 syllables, but it's a fairly long word. Platypus, I don't like it. Gorgon sounds like something out of a video game. I don't know where I've heard that as. Lionfish is already a knife. There's actually a lionfish out there. There is not a rockfish, and there is not, or stonefish. Yeah, there's not a stonefish. After using KPO, yes, I do still love the KPO. It's all I use. As a matter of fact, it's all the boys at the shop use. They don't use nano oil anymore. They use KPO. Okay, that's what I was afraid of, the boomslang. So that's why I'm asking, because I gotta think of this stuff. So stonefish. I could see that. Off topic, I'm gonna send you a military blade. Hey, by the way, this is done and sharpened, Robert. Just waiting on the check or however you sent the money. I don't know. And as soon as it's done, I'll ship. But I have a question for you because I kind of want to show this to somebody. I want to see if I can delay on sending it out. Let's see. I didn't even think. I didn't see any knives called the boom slang. What's that green snake that's on that island that's so deadly? I can't think of it off the top of my head. I had to start taking my seizure medicines again. So guys, expect I'm not sure if it's a seizure medicine or if I've got early onset Alzheimer's because I can't remember. I can't remember stuff the way I want to. I suppose I should probably go get my brain scanned. My daughter had an MRI yesterday because they were afraid that she had a herniated disc. Turns out she does not have a herniated disc. She has a minor stress fracture in her SI joint that is going to be just fine. Yeah, the mamba is African. There was another one, the green. God damn it. I get the, I thought Death Adder, but I really, with all the fucking mass shootings and shit going on, I don't want to get knives, starting to associate knives with things like that. Death Adder is a really good name. Golden Lancehead. That's what it is. Golden Lancehead. Lancehead. I can name it the Lancehead. That's exactly the one I was thinking of, and I just couldn't think of it. It's the one with the weird pointy nose, because it looks like fucking Lancehead. So, I have no sharpening. Yeah, I like Lancehead too, since I can't use boom slang. But I asked Elijah Isham. Yeah, from Brill's, exactly, Snake Island. That's exactly what I was going with. I thought Bumblebee, but then I was like, no, because then somebody will want me to do one yellow and black and make it look like Bumblebee from, I don't do that. What was that noise? Well, I know you heard it too, dog. Go check it out. Copperhead I have saved as well as Asp for two other designs that I have bouncing around in my head. I already had one that I was going to call Copperhead, and I was going to. It was going to be 100% based on just a camp knife, like I would have designed for when I was a kid. This kind of is too. Yeah, I don't doubt it. I didn't. Like I said, I've been up all night. I got that email from, the last email between me and We Knife was at 2:37, and then I've been researching names and stuff since then, and God, I wish Boom Slang was available. I do know that there's a knife out there called the Kingfisher. That is an amazing name, and I've seen pictures of. I want to get one, and my friend Chris, on Instagram, his name is Mo Died. So Mo, we call him Mo, but Chris actually has got one incoming, and it looks amazing. And I've always wanted to get my hands on one. So the first thing I want to do is say, hey, Chris, I need that knife for a video. That's the other thing, guys. Content has been lacking because there's just not been anything come in. So, nothing new has come in. So I would ask if you guys have something that I have never reviewed, if you want to see it on the channel, just send it in so I can get the content up, because that's why there's been such weird fucking feeds. Like I did the gaming feed. That doesn't seem to be real popular on this channel, and it was just because I was just trying to test and see how it was going to work. Sea Wasp, I have one called the Sea Snake. I thought about coming up with a jelly. I was going to call one Irukandji. What's hornet in Spanish? Because Osuze no Bachi is okay. Osume no bachi is giant hornet. And that's what I was thinking about doing, but that's too Avispawn. I kind of like that. Sup, Dustin? Sup? Avispa. Avispa. Is that how you pronounce it? I mean, it's not like you can give me the pronunciation over the computer. And, oh, guys, yesterday I was out and I was doing stuff here at the house, and I did a bunch of sharpening, and it was hot and humid. Damn it. All the good names are taken. I looked it up in I's or E's in Spanish. Yeah, it's like same as Japanese. I's or E's in Japanese. E's or eh. I don't know, man. I like Death Adder, but I want to be real careful how I name things. But like I said, Boomslang was great. I wish Boomslang wasn't used. God damn, I was really looking forward to. One of these days, I will sit down and I will go through a iu e o kaki kukeiko tachi tsuteto, tachi tsuteto. That's the Japanese syllable chart, because Japanese don't use letters; they use syllables. Which, figuring that out makes Japanese so much. I already said ASP, Alpha Boss. I really am saving that for another knife I have. Yeah, there's already one called the Katana. As a matter of fact, I have it in the, hang on a second, I'll show it to you. This is my daughter's knife, but this is the Makusta Katana. So Makusta has one they call the Katana, and it always has the hamon. This is a true hand-hammered Damascus blade on this with a VG10. VG10, it's Sanmai. So, let me do this. I got to talk to a customer real quick. Let me ask him if it's cool. Let me see. Let me find my phone on here. Recent calls. We'll just do it for my phone. Recents. Go. I don't know what just happened. Sorry about that, guys. But anyway, no, I was saying, let me see, what did I miss here? I probably had a bunch of people leave. Oh, you can't keep a blue ring. Oh, the blue ring octopus. See, I wanted to go with something that can be really. Did you guys lose the video as well, or? You did? Okay, so it's back though, right? You guys can see me? So, blue ring, well, I was trying to go with, that's why I was going with wasp. I want to, yeah, Suzume no Bachi. Suzume Bachi is the wasp, but that's too big of a word. So, I wanted it because the whole thing is, it's deceptive. It's deceptive because it is a camp knife first, but it's also built for combat. So something like the blue ring, which seems innocuous, and I know I got a few of y'all that the vocabulary I use sometimes you say it's big. Two big words. So innocuous means appears harmless. That's innocuous. Appearing harmless. However, dangerous. So I want to stick with something along those lines. But like I said, I don't want the name to have too many syllables, be too long. I want it to kind of just flow. And that's why boom slang sounded so good. Actually using KPL right now. My daughter's knife got dirty. I let her take it. Blue ring optic, but they're tiny. They're tiny, but one of the most deadly. That's why I want an irukandji. It's tiny, but it kills people. I want to do one called an irukandji. So I let her, she had to go, she went with some friends to go do some stuff, and she was like, I want a knife to take, because they were going like camping and stuff, and she went like a day camp. And so I let her take this, and it is just full of crap. But if you've ever taken one of these Makustas apart, they're not fun. They are not very much fun at all. So next time she takes her Swiss Army knife. I couldn't find it. That's why she took this. But we have since found it. Copperhead's water moccasins. What was it as like a throwback to your hometown? Anything Ohio specific that's venomous. There's a lot of stuff, actually. You'd be surprised. There's a lot of stuff that's actually pretty venomous in Ohio. You got, would my sister just throw in there? Timber rattlers, copperheads, water moccasins, brown recluse snakes, or brown recluse spiders, I mean. Yeah, we got those in Alabama too. Like I said, Robert, I don't want to use the asp. I have another knife that I'm going to call that. Plus, there's already knives out there called the asp. I'm pretty sure that that is one that's not going to fly. I'm going to move you guys. I'm going to lean up against something. There we go. Let's just go. What am I fucking doing? Let's go sit in the living room. I took laundry down last night. I haven't folded laundry yet. And the house is a fucking mess. I've been busy doing stuff. Gila monster. Too many syllables. Too long of a name. I want it to be simple. Like Chris and Elliot have it kind of down to a science. The gent, the crux, the buck, the Dow. Those are all one syllable words. And they pop. I don't want to. I'm trying not to use that because I have some friends that their company name is Cerberus Knives, and I would feel bad if I used a name that they. I mean, I can look up. I can look up stuff in Latin. But Spot the guard dog. What are you talking? I know. Because you're watching. I haven't watched it yet, but I think I know what you're talking about. Are you talking about Bad Omens? Is that part of that? Cerberus really literally means spot. Oh, I know, and it's the dog that guards hell. But so I have friends that have this, but it's not venomous. So here's what I would say. If you guys could do me a favor, and after this live feed, just go down in the comment section below, leave a list. But see, I'm trying. I want the name of the animal. That's why I went with Hornet. This is hard but fun. Oh yeah, I sat and I helped stone. I still think stonefish is a good one. But the flip side of that is I need to look and see if there's any knives called the stonefish. So whatever name pops up. God, I'm tired. Look at bags on my eyes. I didn't get any sleep last night, really. I was gonna try and lay down and sleep for a couple hours, but guys, it's not even 9 o'clock yet, and it's 75 degrees in my living room. The bedroom's warmer right now, and so I'm not gonna be able to lay down and go to sleep for a little bit. Because it's just going to get hot and it's humid. It's not the heat that gets me, it's the humidity. So, there's got it. Damn it. Well, Sloppy Joe from scratch really isn't that hard. I've watched you make it real fast. Let's not try and fucking pull one over on the normies, sis. You know that you can make Sloppy Joe with your eyes closed in about 10 minutes. I believe there's a man of war. I do believe that's one of the ones I thought of, and I'm like, I'll look it up. That's a good one, man of war. My poor sister has had the shits all week. Not to throw your business out there, sis, but that's how our family does. Our family do like that. That's just it. We just throw your business around. Fucking, my grandmother was famous for it. We'd be outside of the church, and the church ladies would be all fucking, they would be, yeah, my grandmother would be fucking, you'd be standing next to her at church on Sunday, and all the other church ladies, and she'd look at him. It's like, oh, the boy here, he's had the squirts for days. And she's like, his poor little butt, like I'm not talking like I'm a little kid. I'm talking like I'm 10, 12 years old at church with my grandmother. She's like, his poor little bottom is just so sore. And I'm like, Grandma, shut the fuck up. I want to date her daughter. Shut up. Great, Grandma, thanks. I got the crush on that lady's granddaughter. Fuck it. Thanks, Grandma. My back still hurts. So, I don't know, Man of War. I like Lancehead a lot too. Komodo's a good one. God, I wish I could just use Hornet. Because what I'm afraid of, it's going to be confusing. Because I've told you guys forever, it's the Hornet, it's the Hornet, it's the Hornet, it's the Hornet. I've been putting it out, it's the Hornet. Now, it's not going to be the Hornet. I like Fossa, but like I said, the Fossa, but I want to stick with the whole theme. Like there's some guys that name their knives, like Elliot uses a lot of Latin. I know guys that name theirs after sharks. Look at Mike Gavco Knives. Most of his knives are named after a shark. I like the idea of the German one. Those are poisonous, not venomous. If you bite it and get sick, it's poisonous. If it bites you and you get sick, it's venomous. I had to explain that to my daughter. So somebody already put it in. It's wasp in German, or hornet. Wasp or hornet in German. I think somebody already had put it up. I don't want to call it that. I don't want to call it that. I watched a movie about that, and it gave me fucking nightmares. I'm trying to think of what it was. I was already in the Navy. There was a movie about that, and it just gave me fucking nightmares. I was like, holy shit. And it was not an American movie. It was a Japanese movie. Or foreign movie that was dubbed in Japanese with English subtitles. And I watched it in Japan. It was when I was dating that chick before I met. It was before I met my wife. So I can't remember if it was the girl that I had originally moved in with, or if the girl I was dating from up near, up northern Japan, and she would come down, Hiroshima. She was like, it's too long. Suzumebachi is not anything. That's not going to be a name that you. The thing is, like, names that pop: Gent, Crux, Dow, Buck, Fortis, Mordax. Those names like Chris and Elliot use, and then stuff. That's what I was gonna say. It's gonna be one of those obscure things. People are like, why the fuck is it named this? And I don't want to have to do this big exposition about why I named it that. I just want to I'll just change the name completely. If it's something close to Wasp, even if it's a different language, but Japanese, as much as I wanted it to. Exactly, you want it to be something, and they're like, oh, that's a cool name. Like, case in point, I almost had named the Gent So you guys know I hang out at Fair and Forge. So the Gent didn't have a name for a very long time. It was just a small budget folder. That was its name for a long time. We just couldn't figure out. And I said that that this knife should have been named the Coupe, because they wanted to make a gentleman's folder. And I said, well, why don't you name it the Coupe? Or as they say it in England, the Coupe. And they're like, why? I was like, because every gentleman, every businessman drives a coupe. Or a saloon, as it would be called, a fucking... And so I thought about naming it. Now this one's been modified. Nico did hydrographics on this. I thought about it being called the Coupe or Coupe Toro. My wife said I should name it Dragon in Japanese, either do, but there's already a knife called the Ryu, as people mispronounce it constantly, but there's another name for Dragon, the actual full name for it, or the Tiger. And I was like, yeah, but you know, like I said, I told her I wanted to stick with stuff that was venomous. I wouldn't call it the Natter. There's too much of things that I've heard in other people say and using words that sound like that. So I'm not trying to be picky, and I'm not trying to shoot you guys' ideas down. A lot of this is stuff I've already thought of. But like I said, I can't use Cerberus because I want to leave that available for Chris and his partner at Cerberus Knives in case they decide to launch a model called the Cerberus, which would be cool for them. And then, let's see, I'm trying to... Sidewinder. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one, Matt. I'll have to look into that and see if there's a knife called the Sidewinder. Lysis? What's Lysis? I would imagine. Well, if it's a production knife, it's a problem. If it was something I was making, I was just getting ready to tell you guys a story, but the crate is a very venomous. I was thinking the two-step crate, but I think there's a crate already. I think there's a knife. I like that. Maybe that's something I'll think about not. I like that one. Lysis to cut. That's like Elliot's. It's like Elliot's Mordax. Everybody's like, ooh, the Death Axe. That's not what it means. Mordax. I'm not gonna do the Kraken. I thought about it at first and I was like, I'm not doing the Kraken. The closest I was gonna go was with Dagon, which is the name of the book that H.P. Lovecraft, or the story that H.P. Lovecraft wrote, where he first brought out the Cthulhu. Anyway, you know the one I'm talking about. Cthulhu, the thing from the Lovecraft. Cthulhu. Yeah, that thing. Cthulhu, or whatever, however the fuck you pronounce it. I don't know. Dagon was the story that came from, and actually I've watched the movie. It's an Italian movie, and it's fucking creepy as shit. I like Lysis better. That's a good one. Lysis, to cut. Mordax actually means caustic, biting, or cutting in Latin. That's like people, so people are like, ooh, Mordax, Death Axe. I'm like, no, that's not what it means. So, I don't know, guys. I like the Kraken too, but that's I don't want to associate it with Lysis is breaking down. That's the scientific use for it. It's like Elliot has the Pretium, and I got to looking into it, I got to looking into what pretium actually meant, and in Latin, it is an item holding value only to its owner. And I was like, I like that, and it's even more apropos now, considering he hates that knife so bad. He hates the fact I even have one. Well, if your symptom is stupidity, lysis could be a good one for that, because it would, like, if you stuck somebody with it, they would gradually be relieved of their symptoms. Oh, guys, I try not to be political on here because it always backfires no matter what you try, but I am really upset. So you guys know I am definitely pro-gun, right? You guys know I love guns. And as much as I love the government, I would stack motherfuckers up the door if they decided to try and take them. That's why I invested in ammo. But you guys know there's been 2 big shootings, 2 mass shootings in less than a day in this last week. That's all over the news. You know what's not on the news? 7 people dead and 46 people wounded in shootings in what city? You ready? Chicago. You know why they're not putting that out on mainstream media? Because it doesn't fit their narrative. Chicago has some of the most strict gun laws in the entire fucking country. And they have the most gun crime. But that does not fit the narrative, because as much as I love this country, the government is trying to take the guns not for crime, but because they want you to be easily managed and have no recourse except to do what the fuck they tell you. That's why gun control is the only, I hate to admit it, you ready? Ooh, that doesn't quite flow. It's kind of cool, but that is, if you guys look at it, gun control is the only fucking topic that the left and right both bipartisanly agree on. You know why? Because they're in power and they want more and they don't want you to be able to take it back from them. That's why they're about gun control. It has nothing to do with the actual research data that shows that gun crime is worse in cities where you can't own guns. I don't go anywhere these days where I can't carry a knife. And if they tell me I can't, I sneak it in. David, one of these days I'll teach you all little tricks, sneaks that I used to teach the military how to set up for military installations, for events, how to set up the magnetometer walkthroughs, the metal detectors that you walk through, and how to do the wands and stuff like that. But there are ways around it, and I used to teach those kids that. So there are ways. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I've snuck guns into places I shouldn't fucking have them. Oh, no, I'm not gonna do it on a video. That would immediately get taken down. Immediately would have been taken down. And there's no, like, teaching people how to bypass security functions and things like that in this day and age, not a video, but that's something that David and I would have to talk about. Nope, not doing it there either. I can't get these channels taken down. This is the only publicity I get. I don't have ads. And I tried to run an ad about a sharpening service. All I talked about was the fact that I was running a promotion for my sharpening service. They declined it. Like, oh, you can't do it. It violates our policies. We don't do anything with weapons. I'm not making a weapon. I'm not making anything. I'm not selling anything. I'm sharpening cutlery. They don't care. Later, sis. I think Stonefish is going to wind up being my go-to, and then we'll see what it is after that. I like Stonefish. These other ones are cool, but They just don't pop. So, I don't know, so today what I have to do is I gotta pack some stuff up, send it off. David, I'm sending your stuff off probably today. If I can make it to the post office, I also have to go, fuck, this week is just shit. I have to go, pick up my medicine at the base, which is going to take forever because one of the pharmacies is closed. So my prescription got sent to the main pharmacy, which I'm going to wind up being there for at least 2 hours. I go to Elliot's and pick some stuff up that needs sharpened, and then I've got so if I can get this stuff done and go to the post office, I'm leaving here in about another 20 minutes. I was going to sleep, but I've got to go pick up my meds and get some stuff. But yeah, I'll get it shipped out today, or if it doesn't go out today, it will go out Friday. But I have a bunch of other stuff that I need to ship, so I'm going to get off of here before too long and get that stuff packed up. If I can get it all packed up into the post office, I'm done, and then I can get out of here by right at 10. I will take everything to the post office. But if I can't, that'll give me an hour soon. Here, it won't take me that long. I'm just trying to think. I wanted to, but I had to go back and forth because we were talking about the release, and they asked me if everything was cool, and I said I'm curious. Like, I haven't gotten the production samples yet. I got the prototypes, but I haven't gotten the production samples yet. I watched one episode of it at Matt's house the other night. I'd never seen it before, and I was like, okay, this is funny. But I don't foresee myself watching it. Like, I couldn't like get into it and watch it off. Like, every once in a while, watch an episode is kind of cool. So I got to leave here at noon. I just got a text saying that my prescription will be available for pickup at noon. So, other names that I could use for it. I don't know. I like stonefish. I like lancehead. But I also have to go and find out if there's any knives that are already named that. So, guys, I had to wash my hat. That's what I was telling you. It was so hot. It was not hot. It was just humid yesterday. Lancehead is still only 2 syllables. Stonefish, 2 syllables. But the other names that I'm thinking of that are single syllable, monosyllabic would be the technical term for that. They just don't seem to pop as well. Like asp does, but like I said, I already have a knife that I want to use that I already had planned on calling the asp. Copperhead. I think I could play that away. Copperhead, basing it on the fact that I'm from an area in the Midwest, Allegheny Mountain area, where copperheads are prevalent. That'd work. I think my dog is trying to throw up. Cayenne, are you okay? Hey. Nah, she's drinking water. Cottonmouth. I like the sound of cottonmouth, but when I hear cottonmouth, I immediately think of the bad guy from that Netflix the Netflix series that I can't remember. It was one of their Marvel ones. Which one was that? Goddamn seizure medicine. I know it. I can see it right here. Big black guy, and wore a hoodie and all that shit. Fuck. Luke Cage. That's what it was. I loved that one. Cottonmouth, I don't think we were. Copperhead might already be taken. A lot of the really good names have already been taken. Elijah Isham just texted me back and said, yeah, sure, he's going to help me think of something. Boomslang's already taken. I like Boomslang. My sister brought that up this morning when I talked to her at like 2 hours ago. She said Boomslang, and I'm like, I like that. Boomslang's a good one. But, unfortunately, KC Knives already has one called Boomslang. I'll come up with something. Hey guys, I gotta get off of here. I gotta pack stuff up so I can get people shipped out. I should have done it last night. I thought about it, but my back hurt. I didn't want to stand at that counter last night. I got till noon, so I thought I was gonna leave earlier than that. I was gonna leave at like 10, but I got a text saying that my medicine will be ready at noon today. So yeah, we've got to come up with a new name for it. So like I said, anything you guys think of that we've already talked about that we haven't directly addressed here, do me a favor, drop it in the comments section. This video will be up. When I end this, you should be able to get into the comments section right below the description. All right, guys. Yeah, that's it. I just need to get that. But like I said, I got to find out from them where they're going to be for sale, and then I've got to try and do some marketing to some of the other knife outlets. So, all right. Guys, I got to call that customer back as soon as we get off here too. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good day, whatever it happens to be for you, because I forget sometimes that you guys are all over the country and world. So, all right guys, later.